So just near the lookout that we were just at is the Big Buddha, and so it's a short walk from there. On the way there's sure to be lots of weird things to see. For example, a camper van here. I don't know what this place is. A weird tiger here. Way in, the goddess of mercy is over there. Kind of looks like a, I want to say temple, but it looks like a rundown theme park here. She looks kind of interesting. It looks kind of interesting in there, but it's all fenced off. Seems like a lot of places here in Pattaya have been built with good ideas, but just kind of failed. Some guy's talking to me, or talking to himself. Anyway, here we are, Big Buddha. Let's go and have a look at the Big Buddha. So upon entry to the Big Buddha, got a very impressive bell display that you can ring, and with the ringing you're also praying. And here, look at these amazing nagas as well. And they are guarding, the two nagas are guarding the Big Buddha, which is on top of the mountain there. So we'll go up and have a look at the Big Buddha close up. This was built in the 70s, this Big Buddha. So around the Big Buddha we have different Buddha images, and different Buddha images for the days of the week, which refers to the day that you're born. So this is the Tuesday, the reclining Buddha, and I was born on a Tuesday. So the big Buddha image here on Pratumnak Hill in Pattaya was built in the 70s, and it's 18 meters tall. Coincidentally, in the 40s, Pattaya was just a small fishing village. And if you look at Pattaya now, it's definitely not a small fishing village. But this is quite a beautiful place up here. So yeah, it's very peaceful, very nice. Nice cool breeze as well. It's also a nice view. You can see the out to the water. Yeah, very nice place. So while I'm in this nice peaceful spot, I've just been studying up on Pattaya, the history. And Pattaya in the 60s is when it kind of had a significant change, and tourism started to trickle into Pattaya. So before that it was just a fishing village. And the reason people started trickling in the 60s was due to the Vietnam War. So soldiers who are looking for some R&R, it was actually coming from Vietnam, it's actually a short trip. So as more and more soldiers arrived, more foreign money was getting poured into this place, and so more guest houses started to appear, more restaurants started to appear, and girls started to arrive from all over Thailand looking for a quick dollar or looking for love, or perhaps a little bit of both. In 1965, the first hotel was actually built here in Pattaya, and it was called Nipa Hotel. In 1967, the Royal Thai Navy base, Utapao, opened up its airstrip to the US. So planes started arriving from Saigon during the Vietnam War straight here to Utapao Airport, and bringing all the soldiers in who were looking for a little bit of fun, a little bit of relaxation, escape from the horrors of the war that were going on, that they were encountering. Now it's said here that 6,000 troops would come for 5 days every month, so I could just imagine that big party arriving and wreaking havoc, basically. Then there was a transformation in the 70s with the hippies. Hippies started to arrive to Pattaya looking for peaceful beachside resorts on the cheap. And also, following that, there also became lots of tailors and jewelers to cater for the needs of the backpackers, the hippies, and also the servicemen. So with the more arrival of shops and tailors and jewelers, it was starting to become evident that whatever the traveller wanted, whatever they could afford, Pattaya could provide. And one could argue that's still the case today. It's actually a really peaceful place, really nice breeze coming through here now. So if you're in Pattaya, I'd recommend the Big Buddha as one of your tourist stops. So in the mid-70s, where we have a combination of servicemen, European backpackers, but also the rich Thai family started to realise how wonderful it is here in Pattaya. So more and more Thais were travelling to Pattaya at the time. Now in the mid-70s, when the war ended, the Vietnam War ended, there was a massive decrease in the numbers of people here in Pattaya. And the place really kind of struggled. So it was really struggled during that period. But it did, however, bounce back. So 1965 was the first hotel built in Pattaya, and then by the 80s there was over 6,000 hotels in such a short space of time. So you can imagine Pattaya experiencing a few growing pains, in particular sewage, waste, and also the water supply. Now, speaking of the troops that were here for R&R, it says here that the Tahitian Queen Agogo opened in 1978, and it still to this day remains one of the most popular in the city. I think I might check that out tonight. Tahitian Queen. Okay, so I've just finished here at the Big Buddha, studying up on Pattaya's history and sharing what I learnt with you. And now heading to Ko Cha Chin, which is world's largest Buddha image carved into the side of a mountain. So that's the next stop. So far, I'm pretty impressed with what I've seen here in Pattaya. So I've just got word, my mate's actually is out of bed now. He had a bit of a sleep in. So I'm going to meet him, and maybe after the next stop, I'll let him have his breakfast and freshen up first.